Welcome back to Total Warhammer 3 and part 7 of our Heinrich Kemmler SFO Grimmhammer campaign. In today's episode, we are going to be looking abroad for our next war and likely turning our aggressive staring contest with the FAY Enchantress into something more like a slapboxing fight. We have to worry about a couple of these armies on our borders here. We've got this one of 12. We can't really see anything in there except for a paladin, which they're quite dangerous. And then over in Montfort, it's less the defenders themselves and more that the actual garrisons hanging out in these smaller settlements on their borders are quite dangerous, filled to the brim with pretty staunch defenders. So we're gonna have to make sure we are building up our forces a little bit more before we move to take them out. We'll at least try to lure some of their heroes and lords on away from the safety of those garrisons to come fight us directly. Siegfried has dropped into the vampiric channeling stance as he can gain a little bit more of his magic. Guess we're not getting any magic currently. Local province wins and events have drained things by too much. Either way, we are going to be allowing a bit more replenishment rate, and then the vampiric corruption +5 in the local region, which is really, really fantastic. We were actually not building up any vampiric corruption here before, simply due to the fact that Montfort is held by Burhonians. We've turned that around now, so there will be a slight tick up in the spookiness of the area. Kemmler, we're going to have you come on down to the border here. Definitely not be threatening towards Mousillon at all, and if Maxine wants to come on over and defend, that's all the better. I'm going to bring Taubert on towards Corone, because I think we are going to be adding in the blood tax in here, which will generate us even more income as long as there's a lord present. All it's going to do is drop the growth in adjacent provinces by a maximum of 15, so as long as we're doing what we can to counteract that, we should be getting a lot of extra gold for no real downside. But we are not going to do that yet, because we have the blood mines to build on in, which will give us some income, some dyes, and then a upkeep drop for corpse cart, black coaches, and mortis engines. We've got a few corpse carts and a black coach or two out there, so we want to make sure they're not as expensive as normal. For our next technology, we're going to keep moving on towards Infuse the Tireless Hordes, but as a few of you have said on there in the comments, there are a few technology, or there's a few ancillaries you can gain that are only going to be given to you if you are winning battles or fighting battles without a technology currently active. But they're apparently very, very powerful ancillaries, so we're going to be doing what we can to try to grab those. So we go to attack Mousillon or our next battle. We'll do our best to knock off our technology and just kind of wait, become monkeys for a moment. Alright, that's about all we can get to for this turn. We're going to save our rights and our blood kisses for awakening the next von Karstein. Sounds fantastic. Alright, let's zoom on into our Strigoi and in the turn. Alright, a new Sire. Blackstone Post. The undead legions grow, but not even our master can oversee every battle. More sires are required. Other vampire is needed to help bring about the eternal night. Oh man, they forced us to get a vampire. Carletta Ratep. How about Carlotta the Unwanted? Alright, you can come on over to Mousillon. I'll use you as an assassin. Now, so come on down here to Maxime and see if you can't wound this paladin.
Time to die.
And then as soon as we do capture Mousillon, I'm okay with the vampires joining up with our blood dragon. But welcome on in, Carlotta.
Spread the rot.
Spread the rot.
You dare.
Taubert, I'm actually going to keep you in reserves just in case. Let's have Heinrich come on and actually initiate the battle here. I don't think he can do so in the necromantic ritual stance, but let's see who all you are at war with. Beautiful, I'm not even going to let you finish. Let's go find good old Aranessa.
You come at me, lover, but I am the daughter of the sea.
I wish to join you in your war with Carcassonne. You're fighting everyone, aren't you? Not long for this world. I'm not even going to worry about non-aggression pact. I'm just going to take the dark magics. And we'll join the war with the Enchantress. See if this is our end. Now we are going to move to attack Mousillon immediately. Because after upgrading Steve a bit. Or like killing blow for Steve. I think that's definitely the way. Steve, the clapper of heroes. Mousillon has a very pitiful defense force. Let's go run over some peasants. Alrighty then. We've got almost no magic to work with. Let's go ahead and just start deployment. I think we would like to go ahead and have the Stalkers and the Spearmen take the center line. You can be brawling with all those peasants. And then we will have the Ghosts. Let's go Cairn Raids and Spirit Hosts together. Running into the peasants. Have them coming out of the woods. All spooky-like. Allow me to hide the Ghosts, thank you. That'll be flanking force Alpha. And then we can bring the other Ghosts to these trees. Sweet. Infantry, we'll have the X-Rays charging in from behind, because really, there's no defense from the X-Rays for these poor peasants. But I know slaughtering them shall be a great fun. We'll have the Crypt Horrors. I'm thinking we'll have them just breaking through. Try something a little bit different. We'll have them break through the center line, so we'll just kind of scoot you guys apart enough that the Crypt Horrors can fit. Now let's go slaughter some peasants. Alright, so Bale Cart on this side, or Necromancer on the other. He also has a cart of sorts. Heinrich and the White King. Beautiful stuff. Let's get Heinrich and the other spellcaster up front. And let's get this battle started. Move them all in. Ghosts. You can probably just have them locked and send into combat. Send the X-Rays around on either side there. Run these poor peasants over. Have you help out with this first group here. Swooping around, we're just gonna have them charge directly into the center line of these peasant bowmen. Ghosts have been given targets. Oh, it's beautiful. It's some slow-mo cavalry charges. Doom is upon you, peasants of Bretonia. All the ghosts are all streaming out of the woods as well. Yep, not a good time. Let's take it out of the cinematic mode just for a moment so I can lock them and send them into combat all as one. And then we'll just have you guys break through the center.
I am back.
I am back. Everyone gets more damage, heroic killing blow. Where's my Necromancer? You don't quite have the magic available for any of the super uber spells. Pull you guys on through. Let the little Shiv ghost come on through and start dealing with the spearmen there. Pride of the Hex Raids. Meanwhile, in the center, looks like a lot of the peasants are turning and running. I mean, you can tell because weird amount of VFX. I would leave as soon as skulls start swirling around me. It's time to go. I'm screaming. These X-Rays have taken some damage. Let's go ahead and pull them through and let Heinrich do some healing on them. There's really no reason to have that much damage on them. Not against what we're fighting. Ghosts, come on in. Most of them are terrified anyway. Have you go ahead and also drop down your heals on the same group. It does look like they're all just gonna turn and run for the hills.
Heinrich Kemmler.
Don't even think too many of them were slain on either side here, but we will round up as many of these peasants as we can just for the extra experience. I'll catch you in a moment. Alright, we claimed the decisive victory as the auto-resolve would have, but we definitely lost less than we would have had we given that to the button. Probably around 300 fallen on our side. So I will take this. We can also go ahead and loot and occupy, but I'm going to keep Mousillon as healthy as possible, because we'll be doing that replenishing over this end turn either way, and I don't foresee the army coming on over to face us. And if they do, I will rotate Hobart rather quickly down. That way he can reinforce if needed. A Mortal Informer. For some more magical item drop chance, and another Forbidden Rod. We can combine those up with the other one we have. I handed it over to Siegfried just in case. I guess I didn't. Either way, we can combine it. Ooh, and gain a Talisman of Preservation. I will be giving it to our Strigoi right away. Make him nice and dangerous. Awesome stuff. Carlotta, you're coming on down to try to assassinate the Paladin, if you can. Mousillon is still going to be tier 1, such is the way. Let's go ahead and throw in the Wretched Farmland, because it's pretty cheap. And back here at Corone. Now, grabbing in the Reliquary is probably not a terrible idea. We lose control. But these units that are recruited here are just going to be stronger from base. You can also wait until we're able to get tier 4 into the Forbidden Library. How close are we to upgrading Blackstone? It's still going to be quite a long time. Growth is a problem. Alright, such is the way. We shall then come on in and just kind of upgrade growth wherever we can here then. So let's go for the ossuary, and then also, I would say the Screeching Kilns for the extra income and movement range. Yes, please. And we'll probably start upgrading Lungi as well. Broke into the old accent.
I need more minions.
It comes through every now and again. Alright, so we don't need any bloodlines or any rights. Hopefully we can do some assassinating of some heroes here in a second. Let's check to see if we can make any deals with Sylvania.
Loyal servant.
Really? We are now trading with the Western provinces, which was quite confusing to me, but I think it was because we made some deals with the dissenters of Jinshin. For some reason, he actually was friendly with them this time.
No,
Different campaigns.
Technocracy.
He probably got a few of his researches that fixed up all of the negatives that would normally be with the rebel factions.
Your will?
My will. You're staying here and building up our influence, please. As you were, sir. Commandment now in Mousillon. We're going to go for growth. Nation of Itagash is not a terrible idea just so we can move around a little bit faster, but let's go for fostering care for corruption and growth. A stranger comes. Oh, again, do they? A cloaked stranger brings us more gold from Albion. Chaos Undivided Corruption for some magic. Sounds good to me. We are quite greedy. Also, Maxime just gonna hide in Bordelot. Perfect. Carlotta, you come on over here and eliminate, or I guess try to eliminate Aiden.
slay them.
You have one chance. If you fail me, this is why we use necromancers.
Yes.
Well done. Alright, up to 4 blood kisses. That's the way. You hunger. See, the thing is, Aquitaine is also very well defended, but Bordelot is actually not as well as the others. There's a lot of knights behind the walls.
You dishonor me.
A lot of knights behind the walls, which would actually be to their disadvantage.
You dare.
So, Kevin, you come on in. Grab your arcane conduit. And maybe we try to lure Maxine on in. We've already taken out their paladin, so now they're going to be angry, looking for some revenge.
Follow me.
Let's go out front of Mousillon and go into an ambush.
The time is right.
And then Taubert can stay back here in Lyonesse, threatening nothing. Siegfried, I do actually want to give you the ROR ghouls, the Feasters in the Dusk, which, if you look at their melee attack, they've got Toxic Venom, which this seems great. 22 to 45 damage per second on 3 entities. He was deadly. Plus, being in his army, they'll have the Ravenous Hunger ability, so they'll heal quite a bit just through being in combat. Yoink. They're expensive, but I can't wait to see just how strong that toxic toxin actually is. What is this called? The Toxic Venom. How close are we to getting this? Is still at +4, so if we come out of the channeling stance, are we still generating corruption? No. Well, that's awful. Back to channeling. You were just kind of hanging out next to Bastonne, being very intimidating. Let's grab one more Cryptors just to make sure this army is nice and deadly against any kind of knights that might come on our way. Can we do any upgrading in Corone? Nay. Time to start building up some gold. Lord not moved. They're talking about Siegfried, correct? What do you mean he hasn't been moved? We moved him out and put him in ambush. Is it a better chance of ambush in this little copse of trees? Nowhere is it a better chance of ambush?
Onwards.
Alright, Kemmler. Onwards. Turn is ours, and we have the Whispers of the Islets. Do you hear the whispers? Ooh, if we hear them, we lose a lot of research rate and a hefty bit of miscast. Otherwise, we are a coward. We need to be ashamed of ourselves. I'm no coward. I hear these whispers. One of our forces has been detected while attempting an ambush in Mousillon. Kemmler, you shouldn't be shouting while doing your ambush then. We've got the FAY Enchantress and Maxime moving into this area and taking some attrition. Lovely.
This night.
Armies that cannot be sustained. Oh, is she out of gold? She's fully bankrupt. Or not. I'm not sure what's going on here. There may be a bit of a visual error. Do we do any kind of hindering or anything like that? No, it's a bit too dangerous on this side, so we're going to keep Kemmler here then, in ambush, of course. And let's have Talbert attempt to be sneaky as well.
Bring it all to me.
So less of the coughing laugh while we're sneaking, please. Let's go for Curse of Years on Marcus, that way we've got kind of a spread of the damage.
Look on me and despair.
Look on me in despair. Siegfried, we're going to put you behind...
Hunting.
Sit behind Castle Bastonne, still in your old vampiric channeling stance. That way we are still making things awful for the people in the area.
I will not aid you in this.
She can reach Bastonne and everyone else can join. Rock in a hard place.
My lady will not allow it.
Yeah, I understand.
I thirst.
We're gonna bring the vampire, Carlotta, on up to join Siegfried. We can definitely use the extra blade in the coming fight. Instead of increasing vampiric corruption, since it's not going to drop by more than maybe 1 next turn, we're going to jump into Bastonne, the extra defenses. I might need the corpse pile here in Ziflin. I don't want to drop our income by 10%, though. That sounds terrible. Absolutely terrible. So maybe just, in the meantime, we go for a gibbet for the warriors. Yeah, plenty of corruption, but this does help out on our control. Gets it up to fully 100. Figure out something that is immediately impactful for our armies. So maybe just the gallows in the main settlements there. Not sure. Do want the peasant blood tax eventually. Let's just go for the corrupted village in the marches. We'll go for more growth in the area as well. We need to start focusing down on one of these settlements in particular, but in the meantime, try to spread out so we get a little bit more income so we can grab maybe ourselves another army. Alright, any kind of deals we can make with perhaps Sylvania? Or even Clan Scryer?
I am.
Starting to regret not making peace with Icaclaw, or at least making better deals with him. Alright, let's find out what old Morgana tries. Our ambush failed, but she's coming by herself. Oh, I thought they were close enough to reinforce. Turns out no, so she has a very elite army. What spells does the FAY Enchantress herself have? Is she on? She's on for a unicorn. So she will at least be catchable by Kemmler. For Krell, that is. Don't worry about the one set of trebuchets, and then the Grail Guardians, of course, which are going to be nasty. But if we can focus all of our Hex-Rays and Ghouls on the same force, we can break them pretty easily. It says a valiant defeat, but I think we have a little bit better chance than that. Very elite front line, though, so we have to keep that in mind. Keep our heels flying to the field. Alright. They do have trebuchets, so we don't necessarily want them to get set up. We're hiding on the corners as much as we can, looks like. It's funny when they do this. We'll start deployment. Let's go ahead and throw the... I think we want the Königstein Stalkers. We'll do Spearman, Spearrun, 2 Skeletons. The order you click them is the order that they will go in once you drag them out of the line, so if you're ever looking to try to make a specific formation, that's the way. Set them up like this, where some of the other skeletal spearmen are a little ways behind. And we'll have the Hex Wraiths together over here. It's like that's where the Grail Guardians are, so that's where all of our big beasties are going to focus themselves. Although I want you hidden in the woods for now. Spooky Cart and the Necromancer holding the front line. We'll have Steve and Kemmler rolling together to try to help out with those Grail Guardians. They're very important. Let's go for Ghosts. Hiding out well on the wings. And then we'll do an overwhelming array of Ghosts on both sides. We may have more of the Scythe Wielders over here. Keep them all a little bit more concealed, though, not as far out. Looks good to me, so let's go Ghost Infantry, regular ones, the boys, and the biggins. Lichmaster. Let's get them. We have to worry about those trebuchets, but I think we can bring the knights on over. Bully these fools. Steve, you go with Kemmler, just in case. Everyone else, though, be spooky and ghosty in the woods over here. They're gonna hold up and wait. Well, if Kemmler can waste some trebuchet ammo, I'm here for it. That was a rather spooky Kemmler. It's not a sound he normally makes. Normally hits us with his spooky lisp voice. Here's the trebuchets are not dumb. They're not very scared of Kemmler. Not the most dangerous of spellcasters at the moment. Okay, so the Paladin is on their Pegasus. We have to be worried about that at least. A minute before our reinforcements show up, and they're just going to keep readjusting. Which I respect. Got no problem with it. It's back. We will send the reinforcements very wide out here into the bog. Up a little bit. They're just gonna keep shimmying around like rats. 30 seconds. I figured it counted as them attacking us, but they're still gonna wait on our reinforcements, I guess. And here they arrive. Things back at a normal speed. Grab all of the reinforcements that are coming in for now. Just drag them over here. Those bats are gonna be in charge of going after the mounted yeomen. Probably just gonna leave these zombies out in the middle. If we're being honest. It's gonna be their own group. And now they attack. They're just gonna keep readjusting. They do have those trebuchets. Let my boys get on and set up. If they want to advance towards us, so be it. You're very lucky our spellcaster with the dangerous spells is not faster. Keeping the Grail Guardians over here, which is what we want. Likely going to be a brawl of all of the elites plus the Grail Guardians here in a moment. Alright, everyone. It is about time to advance. Like for our Graveguard, everyone are taking a long time to get over to the other side. Kemmler and company, come on back. You're almost over there. Alright, start grabbing the groups. Sending them towards the enemy. Have them walk. And this group can start doing the same over here. Start pressing towards them. Zombies go hang out in the woods. Perfect. Got lots of spears over here. They can tell what our kind of battle strategy is going to be. We've got to lure them a little ways away from that nonsense. Trebuchets are firing on our bats. Good on them. If we manage to hit, I'll be very impressed. Oh, it's the Blessed Ones. They have a bit of a heat-seeking to them. Let's see. And still no. Everyone is readjusting now. If we can get our ghosts that actually have the melee weapons in to fight the other. Ooh. Oh, and those straight through the woods. Hold on. Over this way, we have to keep in mind that she is going to be a very easy target for the paladin if we're not too careful. They haven't used too much of their ammo yet. Start moving Kemmler and company forward. Have that group start running since they are a bit closer. The engagement that we're looking for is starting to come together. Who are these trebuchets firing on? No one just yet, so let's keep you all shifting around the outside. He might be the best way to get in to attack the trebuchets themselves. Zombies. Firing on the horrors. Keep it in mind. You guys go after those guardians. Try to adjust their trajectory a little bit. There we go. Successfully dodged. They're really trying. Alright, the bats are getting annihilated. I definitely should have seen that coming. Alright, pull you all back. Retreat a little bit here. Got some lightning and grass coming on down. Lobbed up a little bit more than I would have wanted. That was a lot of damage. Let's drop down a normal heal on this group. Try to move through since we're getting absolutely decimated by those trebuchets. Alright, surround these fools here. We'll go ahead and have Team 1 also charge into the fray. More melee attack. Go ahead and throw Krell in the back. Oh, they're gonna drop down a comet. Incredible work. Krell, your job is to deal with this paladin as soon as he lands. Can't see him. You two slay the paladin.
Yes, master.
Down with the bloody big head. You come on through and go after the trebuchet. Ghosts. It's now your turn to shine. Move on in. We're gonna move the necromancer over to this other side so you can actually drop down some heals if we really need them. Stop her from casting for at least a moment. Bats, let's go ahead and go for your ultimate mission. Deal with the enemy trebuchets if you can there. Move in to stop these individual units of men-at-arms. Putting down the archers is important. Where is Krell? We're losing all of our hex rays all at once, which is lovely. Yeah, we're gonna get out of this one, but not without our hex rays. Don't let him leave. Looks like we have indeed lost both of the hex raids, and the Enchantress is quite terrifying. Here goes the paladin. He should not be coming on back. Speaking of where is Krell, the Enchantress. Surround and destroy. Lovely. Those archers are going to be absolutely useless in melee. Beautiful stuff. Let the more dangerous raids come on through. The Overcast heal, we don't quite have enough, so just the Bound Spirit Leech sounds good. Let the raids do as much damage as they can before they're gone. And let's watch some of the fray. Pretty tough fight. He was charging into battle so valiantly. Just a few battle pilgrims left. There, Bretonia. Alright, the Enchantress is gone. I guess they all neglected their attack orders either way. Make sure she's not coming back. Don't mind if they replace. They attempt to replace her with anything more useless. Mounted Yeomen charging into the fray. Definitely what they're best used for. Iron Rays come on through and try to chase this group off. Catch them between the vampire and a bunch of scythy boys. Should break their leadership pretty quickly. And there's the victory. Awesome. Did not come without its costs, but we're going to go ahead and round up as many of these Bretonians as we can, and I will catch you all in a moment. Alright, we get out of there only losing most of our X-rays there. Only one of them is going to come on back, which is the more elite, so it won't be too bad to replace our cavalry there. Go ahead and return those captives, I'm thinking. You get a lot of replenishment for the lost, but that's a ton of gold. Let's take it. Dark Magics. Stole a Sword of Anti-Heroes, which would be great for our White King if he didn't already have a good weapon. We also gained a Warlock from the fighting, won an ambush battle. And realized after going on about the technology, we went ahead and fought the battle immediately afterwards as well. Take off and fuse the Tireless Hordes, and we'll fight a few fights, and hopefully we gain the ancillaries that we should be so due. The Witchfinder General. At this rate, the Lady of the Lake is going to have to find another representative. Less attrition suffered from all attrition. Sounds fantastic for the zombies. And then a more replenishment rate. Bastonne has been sieged. Oh, by quite a few armies. Leone, Dragon Dame, Cassian, and Roland. Fair enough. Can you win just on the auto-resolve? You can indeed. That's what I was going to say. If we could just deal with you guys like this, I'm going to. See ya. That's 3 big armies eliminated. Guess you tried your absolute best. We're going to go ahead and return those captives once again for extra dark magic. That's that nonsense dealt with. Alright, Kemmler, you and Taubert can now come on together.
Bring it all.
And try to take down the Enchantress.
Find me.
You move here, we'll give Kemmler the extra skill points he needs. So I'm thinking... We've already got Devastating Flanker and bonus via infantry. Extra replenishment rate sounds just the best. Horrible regeneration for Spirit Hosts above rank 7. Yes, we need our ghosts to regenerate. Probably would have kept them alive against the Enchantress there. Let's give him the hard to hit. Siegfried, after his fighting. Look on me in despair. Dark Knight. Let's give you the point into Invocation of Nehek and Supremacy. We'll start working on his yellow line proper. Carlotta. We are going to give you the ability to spread corruption a bit better, as well as wound our opponents. We need those blood kisses.
Darkness comes.
In fact, after this battle, we can send out the hero collection we do have to see if we can assassinate a few more.
Destroy them.
Destroy them. Stays to fight. And it gets kicked into orbit. Just what happened here? We'll go for returning those captives as well. Lots of dark magic. 13,000. We should be able to actually do some renovations. Send out Steve. Or can yeah, she can go further. Has a better chance of taking him down too. Get him.
That will stop.
Ooh, you failed. And you win then, Kevin. 17%. Probably not.
Bring me flesh to craft.
10%. Another failure. We're gonna start leveling this guy up. We gotta stop.
Ready.
Alright, so for Kemmler, we're gonna go ahead and jump into... I'd love to do some raiding.
Very tempting.
We're just gaining no gold. Oh, so we're raiding Bastonne?
It will
Maybe we don't do any raiding then. Or hex raids snagged from the area, which is very sad. Mousillon might have some, though. Get back into Mousillon safely in this stance. Looks like the answer is
wander this
FD no. Has now left Montfort completely open. You come on out of this army, or this defensive area. What happened to all of your replenishment rate? It is absolutely trash. Come on into Bastonne for now. Let you replenish that way. We could just combine up these zombies. Would rather not have to do that for the crypt rules, but we will. If we must. Let's kick this one out. We'll grab in a few more. Two more ghouls. Oh, okay, this is where the raids are. I'm not going to recruit them with this group, but we know exactly where we can find them if we need them. The ward save, Balefire Cart, worth it. Holy Lodestone is healing, as well as the Vigor Mortis. The Lodestone is what we want then. Because the regular one is just for... This is the Balefire Cart, which is the enfeebling one for our foes. Yeah, we want the heals. Root in this goodies here. Oh, there's our first chariot, so our war machine focus is completed. Beautiful stuff. We gained no ancillaries for clapping those fools without a research, which makes me a bit sad. Let's go on in here then and grab... Infuse the Tireless Hordes for that extra movement range. Also being able to reinforce 50% faster sounds just fantastic.
Who wishes the red kiss?
Hopefully, quite a few. Here in Corone, actually we can go for the Awoken Battlefield. I would love to do that in Ziflin. For movement range, starting in this province, more growth for all adjacent provinces, as well as all sorts of other good buffs and a healthy garrison. Siegfried, now that we've got you replenishing like that, I might be a bit more aggressive. Even though we've already used part of your movement. Come on down towards Montfort, let's threaten it. Gather up a big enough force of beasties like the Crypt Horrors, we should have no trouble. We're gonna grab 2 more of them and get ready for a wallop. Great Mousillon, and that's all we can get up to this turn. Sounds fine, we're up to 5 blood kisses, so 1 more and we can awaken another von Karstein. Stuff.
What would you have of me?
And nothing at the moment. No one wants to trade with the undead, I wonder why. Okay, so they're going to abandon Bordelot? Losing all their armies all at once apparently made them very scared. Carlotta, is there anything we can do there? No. Can you come on out to the sea and chase them off? Damage building. See, if we could damage these and then we knew it would take out their garrison, I would absolutely do so. Just don't think that's how it works. It would seem like that'd be a little bit too strong. So no one's in Montfort. We can kind of take our time getting over there. Wonder if moving into a new province will help out our replenishment rate? No, not at all. Huh. Well, we definitely need to help out our Strigoi then.
Find me grave hounds.
Or Steve. Or armor, perhaps? He's at 6245. Let's go for more armor.
Bats and wolves gather.
Incredibly tough to crack, you shall be.
What?
Raider just gonna be annoying. So what we'll do with good old Kemmler then is come on over to Bastonne.
The time is right.
We want to snag those Hex Wraiths now, or we can just wait. We're hurting a bit on our income.
Bring war.
Go ahead and surround Bastonne. Or Bordelot. We would win automatically if we auto-resolved it. That seems kind of weak. Let's see if we can lure this other Bretonnian army back to try to defend Bordelot. So let's go for... Just 2 towers works for me, and we'll go ahead and continue that siege.
Commit, minions, commit.
Commit, minions. Carlotta can try to take down Reynard.
Descendant.
Just kidding, he's become a champion. So you start investigating the south. Marcus, are you any better?
Yes, misery.
We misclicked there pretty aggressively. 10%? At least there's a chance. Another failure. Awesome.
Darkness comes.
Stop it. We should probably send you in the necromantic ritual stance.
I relish
No one is bothering us from the north for now. I can see that being very temporary.
Move.
We'll move him in, so that way he can attack Aquitaine directly if he needs to. If we were to switch out of this stance, would we take attrition?
Yes.
Oh no.
You will be rewarded.
Interesting. Channel and keep moving then.
This way.
Awesome stuff. We've got some building upgrades to be had in Corone. And not yet. Corone's gonna have the blood tax levied on in pretty soon. Back to you, Kemmler. Federation, Reichland of the Golden Order. So where did that army of Aquitaine disappear off to? I bet they're moving on north towards Mousillon, so let's do the same. We're gonna go into
The
March
spirits agree.
and keep an eye. It looked like they went north. We can see everything out here. I don't trust it at all. Could do a blitz, take down Aquitaine too, but this is the better choice. Siegfried,
Your desire,
even though you're not all the way back up to maximum,
they shall despair.
4 knights errant, hefty dose of infantry. Montfort is very well defended.
Stregoi, goal king,
Let's come up to Ziflin.
driven by hate, seeking souls.
Perfect. Grave guard here. Those more ghouls. Gonna be a bad idea to grab some more ghouls for this army. Quite pricey. 240 each. And all of the zombies eventually on this one are going to be removed for their ghoul counterparts. The Black Knights are also going to be removed for those Morn Ghouls. Just for now, they are kind of our main armor piercing. Anything the Dire Wolves are going to be removed. Let's go for some more of the Praetors. We'll make do. Let's prepare to completely dumpster Montfort there. Marcus, you try to come on down and take down Raidard once more.
Waits.
I bet we can get him.
Foolish.
Another failure.
mortal.
You tried your best.
Obliterate.
Since they chose not to defend Bordelot, I think we're just going to go ahead and deal with them then. Yep, we'll have ourselves. Looks like it's going to be a decisive victory. We will auto-resolve this one since it's decisive, but the next one that's going to show as less than decisive, or as medium casualties, we'll immediately go ahead and fight. Meaning our next battle is likely going to be over here with the Strigoi.
Spread the rot.
Ready, an extra point. Full Kemmler. Let's go ahead and finally snag him. Return of the Lichmaster. That way we have the Greater Arcane Conduit on him and the regular old Arcane Conduit on Kevin. Should have plenty of magical recharge now. stuff. Or a lot of you keep on moving just to see what is going on down here in the south. There's several armies being built up. Oh, there's Maxime. You're safe here in the north.
Soon I'll be all powerful.
Should have done the scouting first. Order of operations.
Is your will?
Still to be built in Corone. We're gonna have to keep doing a wee bit of waiting. Such is the way. Oh, a new quest battle. The Skull Staff, the Abbey at La Maisontaal in northern Bretonia, has long held Heinrich Kemmler's interest. It is a major center of worship for the nature god Tal, and is therefore worthy of destruction in Kemmler's eyes. More significantly, it serves as a repository for several powerful artifacts. Unfortunately, the Abbey is well defended by the forces of the local duke, meaning that any straightforward attack upon it would prove costly. Fortunately, the Lichmaster has put into motion a plan of pleasingly wicked deviousness. Its forces are going to have some reinforcements, spearmen arms, all sorts of kind of normal peasants. We're going to have lots of knights coming on in, likely. We're getting 2 blood kisses, 5,000 dark magic, and the Skull Staff, which has all of these lovely buffs, and generates some dark insight. If we can grab some extra wraiths for Kemmler, I'm happy to go ahead and attack that one. Let's see if we can drop...
I will not blight my
We have no paladin.
Everything dies.
Okay, then we're gonna have you then, Taubert, come on over to overwhelm Montfort with Siegfried.
Look on me and despair.
The Jar Nexodus.
Tremble.
How about I slay you and harvest your corpses?
Roar.
Who else at war with you?
Mooks, tell me
No one at the moment. Soon to be us.
Welcome to my court.
Enjoy doom.
Death.
The settlement will fight with them. Okay. Nonsense being what it is. Let's go back into friendly territory, and now we have to worry about this Nexodus army coming around. Shouldn't be too big of an issue no matter what.
gather. Kill.
Another failure. We had too many successes in a row. Let's have the goatmen come and help us destroy Aquitaine. Oh, the goatmen are not going to ride alongside us. And I am actually going to allow this settlement to attrition for a single turn here. They're in a march stance. They're not going to be able to switch out of it in the next turn. So I am going to encircle.
Turn them to death.
That is a ton of knights in that settlement. And I actually expected them to come on over and help us.
Do you need fresh troops?
Not yet. You, sir, I'd like you to be better at wounding, but we do want you to have that Curse of Years for when you add up to another army again.
My lady will not allow.
Lenore might be able to come on in and reinforce, but I'm not necessarily worried about that.
This will achieve nothing.
Let's see what she has. Nothing. Nothing indeed.
Dance macabre. Expand Sylvania's
You
borders.
specialists, you have a better chance of succeeding, and it is cheaper. Nothing being built in Carcassonne. We really just have to worry about these forward armies here, and that's about it.
They will serve.
Sounds good to me. 4 more turns before we can throw into the accursed city at Blackstone Post. It's been a long time coming. Go for extra growth here in Corone as well. Right then, we're gonna skip on through, and perhaps Bretonia will ride out to face us. Let's see. Oh, they do ride out to face us. They take no attrition. Oh, it's because another army's going to come on in and fight Eleanor here. She did about what we expected. So what we're going to want to do is move the horrors and wraiths forward, kind of like we did with the first army. Crush Eleanor, and then turn to try to reinforce and get ready for the settlement garrison. We may try to end the battle if we can take her down quickly. Let's dive in. Alright, since she is incredibly outnumbered, we know she's going to try to deploy at the core back here. We're going to do kind of the same. We're going to have our skeletons. Go 2 spearmen wide. I don't mind giving him a little bit of gap. And then 2 spearmen more alongside. Ghosts and wraiths and all of our most dangerous infantry are going to be all in one little blob. We have the Necromancer inside with the Balefire cart as well. Make that a very dangerous blob of units. Alright, so we're going to have Kemmler and the White King and the Knights moving to crush this first army here. Started. And honestly, just send the White King after these goons. Everyone else forward. Should be no problem, especially if we go ahead and speed him along. It's worth it to use a little bit of our magic there. Can we reach them before the reinforcements get here? I don't know. I hope so. White King should absolutely annihilate these mounted yeoman archers. And if not, we can always send the Karen Rays after them as well. Ghosties versus wide. Definitely need to get Krell dropped in. Behind their line. On. Krell. And annihilate the Prophetess as quickly as we can here. They're no longer braced, so just go ahead and run them over for me while you can. Beautiful stuff. Send these guys around. Krell should be absolutely obliterating this Prophetess. How much time do we have? 13 seconds. We're not going to be able to take them down in time. Especially if he's not landing any hits. Ghost, come on back. White King, keep chasing these fools off. Alright, here comes the rest. Let's go ahead and pull away. Come on, Krell. I trusted you. You've got no real choice except for to retreat. Krell, go ahead and find any of these main lords here and give them an absolute clubbing. They can run Krell over as much as they want. He really doesn't get a care. Back behind the lines, and if they want to chase them, we can pretty easily abuse it. White King, come on. Through the Eternal Guard if you can. Spearmen, let's go ahead and move and cut them off. All of the knights are moving one way. Let's deal with it. Kemmler dropped down that Staff of Damnation on everyone in this area. Don't act them, but move in. Wherever the Pegasus land is doomed. More or less. Krell is just knocking around in the back line. No one can really do anything to him. Pull the White King through. Let's go ahead and make sure we've got plenty of heals dropping down. Plenty of heals. We will just blob fight these fools to the bitter end. Got several units of knights trying to circle around. White King in with the squires. We can drop in. I know, no zombies. Can Trickster Shard, though, to stop these Prophetesses from doing anything annoying. Spear Leech. Come on, lads. Krell is annihilating this lord. One more good shot. Summon in some zombies behind the line just to shut down those ranged units. We've got nothing in the back line we can really use. Just stay here and keep the zombies, keep the fools bogged in. Couple of them on through. Crypt Horrors, you guys keep nomming on whoever you can. We're going to lose lots of skellies. They seem to just not have the leadership for this kind of fight. X-Wraith out for a moment. Alright, Krell, if you could come on over here and take down this Heaven's Damsel, that'd also be great. We need enough magic to go after the next. We just don't have a lot in the area, surprisingly enough. Skelly Warriors, you and the Hex Rays come on around. They are beelining our corpse cart with those arrows. We're gonna force through the line there because our Balefire cart's getting absolutely eviscerated. Staff of Damnation. Heals on the cart, just so we don't lose the fool. Press inward. They're just beelining the carts. Very much makes sense. We're most dangerous units by far. Krell eliminating some bowmen.
The summoning begins.
Keep you nearby. So much death. Alright, the ghosts are through. Get into those bowmen. Stop them from firing. Horrors are also through. Let's have them go after those Knights Errant. Balefire cart towards Kemmler's crew. Otherwise, they're gonna keep beelining you with these arrows. Nom nom. Everyone's hungry. Come back over here to know that we don't lose too many that are isolated. Our lives depend on it. All of Britonia. A death knell on them. You first, sir. It's like all of the lords are gone. We'll move the Hex Rays and Spearmen in together. Garen Rays, you work on those Battle Pilgrims. Looks to be all that is remaining. They tried their absolute best. We'll send the White King after the enemy lord. And Krell can just keep chasing off individual units. Whoever he chooses to chase will not be around for long. Eliminate as many of these defenders as we can. I'm going to speed things along because it's just waiting for these Battle-Killed Pilgrims to fall to the last man, and I will catch you all in a moment. Alright, we managed to turn that around into a fully heroic victory. We only lost 192, well outnumbered. Didn't really matter, we just had to get them into a blob fight. Turns out we've been doing this incorrect the entire time, which makes sense. Let's go ahead and take the domination of these captives to get up to full... As I said, 1%. 17% replenishment is quite a bit.
Say what you must, but know you play a dangerous
The Black Spider
game
Tribe
and
wish for
I am
peace.
no pawn.
For 2,000? Sounds good. Got paid for a random war there. I didn't want anything to do with it. Just gonna sit here and raid in this area. Horde growth and weapon strength. No raiding, just sitting there and building up his horde. We'll likely have to deal with them in due time. Kemmler.
Kill them, raise them. War it is.
Spell rituals for more corruption. Winds of Magic reserve capacity sounds the best there.
Now they die.
Flow of battle or loyalty never ending. Don't have too many Graveguard or Black Knights in this army, so let's just go for flow of battle. Which is going to give us an activated ability, speeding lads up and giving them some extra stamina.
Obliterate.
Now we karate chop Maxine's army here at Aquitaine. A close victory it will give us. After what we just demonstrating. Sure. We'll take it. We're going to loot and occupy for the extra replenishment here. as it does seem to take the settlements down to tier 1, no matter what. No, they're just down to tier 2 this time. Fine, I have plenty of dark magic to repair. And then we can go for the Charnel Pit for some more growth. Or just more income. Grab an income building in Bordelot here.
I will not betray.
Marcus, let's see if we can have you take down Raynard this time.
Kill.
Couple items on in there.
You fool.
And he failed. Well, you had too many wins in a row. It was bound to happen.
They will serve.
We're gonna have Aubert and Siegfried go ahead and surround Montfort here. And we will start off the next episode with a siege.
Unleash undeath.
Or just another field battle. We'll see. Got a wee little castle on the top. Is it a settlement battle? It is. Awesome. We have not had ourselves a minor settlement battle yet, so Albert and Siegfried will come on in here and do some double dunking on this settlement.
On my way.
As long as this fool doesn't get involved as well. Either way, though, that's all the time I've got for today. I have been Space Wizard Total War. Remember, leave a like for the light god, and a sub for the sub, though. I'll see you on the next one.